Hi guys, welcome in. This is going to be your reading according to your sun number. To find your sun number, you're going to add your birth month with your birthday and keep reducing those numbers until you receive a single digit number. That single digit number is called your sun number. It tells you all about your personality and who you are publicly. So we're going to do readings on this channel according to your sun number. Right now, we're going to go ahead and get started according to your number. And if you have it, make sure you find the right video for you. Thank you and subscribe to my channel. Okay, finally, my Sun 9 people. Welcome, Sun 9s. All right, mid-January messages. Here they are. So basically what I'm getting is you're on some type of adventure right now. Life is an adventure, which means that you're learning new things, which means that you're in uncharted waters or in a place that you're not really familiar with, or there's something about you that tells me you're doing things that you're not as familiar with right now, but you are cooperating. You're cooperating with the program, with the plan, with the situation. You're cooperating with God, or maybe you're working on a team of people and you're accepting their views and what they think and things like that. So really and truly, you're in a win-win collaboration or situation in your life right now, where as long as you're willing to cooperate, you win, or you get more prosperity or something like that. Even though it may seem a little, something that's a little bit out of your comfort zone, it feels like you're still willing to make it happen just because you're a part of it. You are very focused at this time, Sun number 9 people, very focused. Okay, very focused. Some of you can be a Gemini. Okay, or you may be born in March. You could be in Pisces or in Aries. All right. The number 6 is significant as well here. Some of you could be a life path 6, or you are, like I said, born in June, like a Gemini. But there's just, messages here about you guys trying to be focused, trying to stay focused because you're in the midst of a situation that either you're not really familiar with, or you're working together with a team of people that you're not really okay with or familiar with, or something is new to you, but you are trying to stay focused in the situation. And it also feels like you're like, yeah, all of this is cool, but I want to stay focused though. I want to keep a level head. I don't want this to take me. I don't want this to take my soul. I don't want this to take my mind. I don't want this to take my life. I don't want this to take my heart. I don't want to be cursed for all eternity at the same time. Like, yeah, this is cool, but I don't want to be accursed for the rest of my life by my Father, by God. Because I chose to, do something that I love, something that I'm passionate about. But at the same time, I could really end up in a situation that I can't get out of when it comes to God. But is the situation going to bring me prosperity and money? Yeah. And could I get rich off of this? Yeah. But at the same time, I'm not in my best self. As you can see here with the Carnelian being in reverse, Carnelian is all about creativity and passion, but it's in the reverse. The number 7 is on the card here. 7 is God's number of perfection. It feels like it's something that could pull you away from God. It feels like you're not using your creativity, your passion in the right way. But at the same time, it's like that is your passion. Yes, it's going to make you a lot of money, but you know that you can easily lose yourself in this. And then if you lose yourself, then you lose God. If you mess up with God, then you're going to mess up your reputation. You're watching as God has the ability to mess up everything for people. You didn't know that God had wrath, but now you're starting to figure it out. Especially if you're someone who's in music, especially if you're a person who's in media, music, Hollywood, entertainment, arts, or even any government sectors that have anything to do with Hollywood, media, and the arts, politics even. You're starting to realize that your affiliations with these people can either go left or it can go right. Because now you're realizing the true God and how God really works. God does have a lot of love, but also a lot of wrath. So the thing is, you have to be very careful how you move in your new role, or in the world, or in a new place, or around this group of people you're around. Whatever it is, you have to be very careful. You see, you're somebody who has the ability to alchemically show off your power, like your spiritual power. You have the ability to have such a great focus that you'll kind of be invincible to those low vibrational energies, those demons and devils that lurk in these industries. But how they get a lot of strong-minded people that get into these industries is money. See, in order for them to break you down, they're going to give you a lot of money, opportunities. Once they give you that and you accept it, then they're going to dictate how they want you to be, because they gave it to you, right? Once they start dictating how they want you to be, that's when they got you to a point where they can slowly break your mind down. See? When you show resistance to these types of industries, they know how to get you to break down eventually. And one way that they do it with famous stars and celebrities is through money. So you're trying, I feel like you're smart though. Number 9 people are smart. You're very smart. And you're trying to keep your focus, you're trying to keep your head right as you walk into like this whole situation. Because you know that regardless to what they're doing to collaborate with you, God is watching you though. You feel watched. Not by your fans, not by the media, not by social media, not by, certain people, not by your family, not by your friends. You know that God is watching you. You have 100% confirmation. Because you know that anything could go wrong. See, they may crash out on God and you're seeing the consequences. If you crash out, it's going to happen to you too. Regardless to what they're trying to give you to go against God, you deep down inside know you can't do that. You have to stay focused on God. So you're fighting right now. You're fighting right now, or either you will fight with you versus you. It's going to be a spiritual warfare for you, because what they're going to try to get you to do is they're going to give you the world. They're going to give you the world. Once they give you the world, it's going to be up to you to decide how you want to treat the deity, how you want to treat the God or goddess, how you want to treat this person, this deity, this presence, this God. Listen, if you don't do it right, it's going to end up wrong. And for that, you already know you will be what? Eternally cursed. You know that already. So you're having you're just thinking right now. I feel like your mind is thinking, because you're starting to realize that this is true. You're starting to see God, Goddess's power. You're starting to realize that this is right. This is actually really happening. You're watching people, what they say, quote unquote, crash out about this, and things are really happening because they're not honoring. So they're not doing things right. Even your friends in the industries you're in, or even your colleagues, whatever it is that you do, even you're starting to see that they're going through so much stuff for doing this. And you're realizing that. And the thing is, you're in the middle of the situation, and you can't be upset with the deity. You can't be upset with the God. You can't be upset when these things happen, because these people should have, you can't go against that. You can't just go walk into heaven and fight it. And that's what your colleagues and peers do. So you're trying to figure out how to navigate this by satisfying what they want. But as you can see, these ancient echoes here, it's like you're being watched. You know God is watching you. You know that it's like a voice that you're hearing in your mind telling, or in your ears telling you, like, don't be like them. Don't mess this up. You're on the brink of success right now. You have a lot of opportunities around you, but one wrong move to go against the grain and you're going to be just like them. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be very careful. It's like you're walking on a tightrope. You have to be very, very careful because they're not careful. But like I said, the ones supplying the money to you guys are going to give you a lot of prosperity and a lot of opportunities in order to see if they can break you down mentally. That's going to be your test. You're testing. You're testing right now. Because they know that you're either going to be broken down so much to the point where you don't honor the deity and you lose that connection, and then you turn into someone that just works for them. But the whole time they're watching you crash out, and they know that you will be severely punished by God if you go against God. No matter how much money they already gave you, no matter how many doors they already opened for you, they already know that once you crash out on God, you will get messed over. And then on top of that, you know what's so cutthroat? The same ones who's trying to break your mind down with money are the same ones who's going to ruin you along with God. As a matter of fact, God's going to employ them to mess you over, and you're just the artist. How about that? See, that's why you have to be careful of the game. You have to be very you got to know how to see. Once you get involved, you're on the devil's playground, but you have to know how to play it. Those same people God are going to use to ruin you if you go against God. I'm telling you. So you may wonder, like, why is that? Why do they pay me all this money, make me rich, blow me up, to break down my mind and kind of try to pull me away from God? But then if I do go all the way against it, they're the same ones that's going to take it all. They're the same ones that's going to hurt me. They're the same ones that's... Because power is power. That's why. Once you realize what I just said, and you compare the two, and why I said what I said, and you compare the two, your work and God, think about what I just said. Power is power. That's the reason why the same ones that help you are the same ones that's going to hurt you in the end. Just pay attention to what I'm saying, number 9s. And good luck with your career and whatever you're doing.